Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Ray Pastor, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to, break away from my traditional talks about VR, gaming, and that kind of technology, and I'm going to talk about toothbrush technology. So I've been doing some comparisons, trying to figure out what kind of electric or regular toothbrush is the best for, cleaning your teeth in the best possible way to help avoid cavities and things like that. I've had a few issues with my teeth where I've had some root canals and some other things like that. So I try to take care of them as best as I can. So, obviously I'm not a dental researcher, but what I've done is I've looked in the dental and medical research to try to figure out, have there been studies comparing, Sonicare versus Oral-B versus regular brushing. And if you're not familiar with Oral-B toothbrushes, for those of you watching, you can see on my screen, are the ones with the round head where it turns and spins. And you have the Sonicare brushes, which vibrate and can go up and down, and they're shaped more like a regular toothbrush. All right, so I pull up two studies here, and for those of you listening, I will read basically the results. But the first one is a 12-week clinical comparison. These are all from National Institute of Health databases where I'm getting these from. So it's peer-reviewed research. The first one is a 12-week clinical comparison of the rotating power of the Oral-B versus the Sonic for reducing plaque and gingivitis. So the objective, the aim of this study was to assess and compare gingivitis and plaque reduction efficiency between Sonic and Oral-B. Basically, they used 130 people in a 12-week randomized controlled trial, and 97% of the people participated, went through and did it. They completed the whole entire 12 weeks. And the final conclusion was that the Oral-B, the rotating power toothbrush, produced substantial, statistically superior reductions in plaque and gingivitis. All right, next study. This study is called Plaque Removal Efficiency of Rotating Toothbrushes versus Oral-B. All right. 462 subjects were in this study. Let's see. And the results of this study, I'm trying to find it to read it very easily. Basically, there were first of all the toothbrushes compared in this study provided significant post brushes versus just a regular brush, basic plaque removal. That reduction was superior, though, for the Oral-B rotating versus the Sonic or the manual brush, specifically in hard-to-clean areas. So essentially, what both of these studies are finding is that the Oral-B toothbrushes appear to be better at cleaning your teeth than the Sonicare, which does make sense. The rotating head does appear to, that's what you'd want to use for cleaning. It's what I use for cleaning my driveway the best way. It's what I use for waxing a car the best way, washing my car the best way. So for things like that, that's always, even scrubbing dishes, that's always what you're doing. So that rotating head, that's how I sand something down using a power tool. So the rotating head does seem to make sense. Okay, so now let's go in and let's assume that you're agreeing with this research. You're agreeing with my conclusion that Oral-B is better. So which of the Oral-B toothbrushes are the best? So if you were going to go buy and you wanted the best toothbrush right now, what would you buy? So on my screen here, I have them all pulled up. If you're just listening to this, I will just tell you. So there are basically, Oral-B has 5 different models. They have a 500 all the way up to an 8,000. So what you're going to find here is that their last 3 models, the 3,000, 6,000, and 8,000. So basically anything that you can find above 3,000 is going to have the exact same power and cleaning efficiency. So you can buy their 3,000 toothbrush, which is significantly cheaper than their highest model, and it will clean just as well. Now, why do they even have an 2 models above that 3,000? Because they offer different features. For example, it connects to the phone app. The 8,000 has a charging base station, so when you travel, it'll charge your toothbrush. So basically what you're doing, what I'm saying is that every model up from the 3,000, you're paying for additional features. Not features you need to actually clean your teeth. but you are paying for additional features. So if you were to get the 3000, your teeth would be just as clean as if you had the 8000. So the Oral-B 3000 is my efficient toothbrush that I would buy if I cared, if money was more of a concern, if I didn't have to have the absolute best. I would get the Pro 3000. Now, in my case, since I'm into technology and I really like to have the best of things, I did get the 8000 just to have the charging pack and some nifty things like that. And I do really like it, but actually got my wife, she got the 3000, and it works just as well. So either of those, I think those are the models to go for. But that's what the research is saying, and that's kind of what I'm finding. Thank you.